Therefore the Lord God sent him forth from the Garden of Eden. He drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubim, and a flaming sword which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. The Conclave Bible, Data Links.
In the Great Commons at Gaia's Landing, we have a tall and particularly beautiful stand of white pine, planted at the time of the first colonies. It represents our promise to the people and to planet itself, never to repeat the tragedy of Earth. Lady Deidre Skye, Planet Dreams.
As the Americans learned so painfully in Earth's final century, free flow of information is the only safeguard against tyranny. The once changing...
The substructure of the universe regresses infinitely toward smaller and smaller components. Behind atoms we find electrons, and behind electrons quarks. Each layer unraveled reveals new secrets, but also new mysteries. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, for I have tasted the fruit.
Learn to overcome the crass demands of flesh and bone, for they warp the matrix through which we perceive the world. Extend your awareness outward, beyond the self of body, to embrace the self of group and the self of humanity. The goals of the group and the greater race are transcendent, and to embrace them is to achieve enlightenment. Chairman Sheng-Ji, SS on Mind.
Human behavior is economic behavior. The particulars may vary, but competition for limited resources remains a constant. Need as well as greed have followed us to the stars, and the rewards of wealth still await those wise enough to recognize this deep thrumming of our common pulse. CEO Nwabuda K. Morgan, the Centauri Monopoly.
Superior training and superior weaponry have, when taken together, a geometric effect on overall military strength. Well-trained, well-equipped troops can stand up to many more times their lesser brethren than linear arithmetic would seem to indicate. Spartan Battle Manual.
The righteous need not cower before the drumbeat of human progress. Though the song of yesterday fades into the challenge of tomorrow, God still watches and judges us. Evil lurks in the data links as it lurked in the streets of yesteryear. But it was never the streets that were evil. Sister Miriam Godwinson, The Blessed Struggle.
Those who join us need give up only half of their humanity, the illogical, ill-tempered, and disordered half, commonly thought of as right brain functioning. In exchange, the left brain capacities are increased to undreamed potential. The tendency of biologicals to cling instead to their individual personalities can only be attributed to archaic evolutionary tendencies. Prime function, Aki Zeta Phi, convergence.
Now it's day and night the irons clang, and like poor galley slaves, we toil, and when we die, must fill dishonored graves. But some dark night, when everything is silent in the town, I'll shoot those tyrants one and all, I'll gun the flogger down. I'll give the land a little shock, remember what I say, and they'll yet regret they've sent Jim Jones in chains to Botany Bay. Jim Jones, Traditional.
The sea, vast, mysterious, and full of wealth. And the nations of planets send their trade across it without a thought. Well, the sea doesn't care about them, so it lets them pass. But we can give the sea a little hand in teaching the landlubbers a lesson in humility. Captain Ulrich Svensgaard, the ripple and the wave.
The substructure of the universe regresses.
Complete. Pod recovered. Turn complete. Production complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Production complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete.
Planet's atmosphere, though a gasping death to humans and most animals, is paradise for earth plants. The high nitrate content of the soil and the rich yellow sunlight bring an abundant harvest wherever adjustments can be made for the unusual soil conditions. Lady Deidre Skye, A Comparative Biology of Planet.
Complete. Pod recovered. Turn complete.
If you can discover a better way of life than office holding for your future rulers, a well-governed city becomes a possibility. For only in such a state will those rule who are truly rich, not in gold, but in the wealth that makes happiness, a good and wise life. Plato, The Republic, Data Links.
Turn complete. Turn complete. Request confirmation.
It is every citizen's final duty to go into the tanks and to become one with all...
Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Production complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete.
Some vices miss what is right because they are deficient, others because they are excessive in feelings or in actions, while virtue finds and chooses the mean. Aristotle, Nicomachean Ethics, Data Links.
Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Enemy project initiated. Turn complete. Turn complete. Insufficient energy. Turn complete.
The entire character of a base and its inhabitants can be absorbed in a quick trip to the Rack Commons. The sweaty arenas of...
Turn complete. Enemy project initiated.
There are only two ways in which we can account for a necessary agreement of experience with the concepts of its objects. Either experience makes these concepts possible, or these concepts make experience possible. Immanuel Kant, Critique of Pure Reason, Data Links.
Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Production complete. Turn complete. Request confirmation.
Proper care and education for our children remains a cornerstone of our entire colonization effort.
Turn complete. Turn complete.
And I stood before him, and I sang unto her, and it appeared to listen. His very countenance rippled like the sea, and the sound of my own voice came back to me, distorted. For a moment, I thought she was mocking me, or it was non-sapient and mimicking me. Then I understood. The sounds were not important. It was how I affected his sounds and how she affected mine that transmitted the message. Prime function, Aki Zeta 5, 1 future.
Turn complete. Turn complete. Production complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Production complete. Enemy project turn initiated. Complete. Turn complete.
Technological advance is an inherently iterative process. One does not simply...
Turn complete. Production complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete.
Richard Baxton piloted his recon rover into a fungal vortex.
Drone riots. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Request confirmation. Turn complete. Turn complete.
Juvenile sea lurks, when isolated from the collective planetary consciousness, perform astounding feats as underwater sheepdogs. Vast schools of calorie-rich sporefish.
Project initiated. Turn complete. Enemy project initiated. Production complete.
Once a man has changed the relationship between himself and his environment, he cannot return to the blissful ignorance he left. Motion of necessity involves a change in perspective. Commissioner Pravin Lal, A Social History of Planet.
Turn complete. Production complete. Turn complete. Action eradicated. Turn complete. Production complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete.
Superior training and superior weaponry have, when taken together,
Project initiated. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn.
What do I care for your suffering? Pain, even agony, is no more than information before the senses, data fed to the computer of the mind. The lesson is simple. You have received the information. Now act on it. Take control of the input, and you shall become master of the output. Chairman Sheng-Ji, SS on Mind and Matter.